Imagine you're in a room with people all striving for success. Some play fair and work hard, while others manipulate and trample over others. Yet, it's often the ruthless ones who climb the highest. Why does the world seem to favor the worst among us? From ruthless emperors to cutthroat CEOs, this pattern repeats itself. The question is, why do the worst succeed? To understand this, we must look at power. In a world of limited resources, competition is inevitable. Those who hesitate or seek fairness often fall behind, while those willing to deceive and dominate rise. Is morality a weakness in the game of power? While the worst succeed in the short term, history is filled with their downfalls. So, is their success sustainable? To understand why the worst rise, we must explore Nietzsche's idea of master morality versus slave morality. Nietzsche argued that morality is a product of power struggles, with two moral systems, master morality and slave morality. Master morality, the morality of the strong, celebrates strength, ambition, and power. Slave morality, on the other hand, glorifies humility and self-sacrifice. The weak created this system to survive in a world ruled by the strong, but by condemning ambition, it leaves power in the hands of those who do not care about morality, allowing the ruthless to rise. In a world where hesitation equals defeat, the ruthless take control. But does this mean we should abandon morality? Not necessarily. The true key lies in the psychology of those who rise to power. It's not about being cruel, but about acting decisively, without hesitation or guilt. Success in competitive environments often comes from high ambition, low fear sensitivity, and a reduced sense of empathy for those in the way. The ruthlessly ambitious don't hesitate. They take risks, make decisions, and face consequences later. But here's the paradox. Ruthlessness alone is not enough. Those who rise through ruthlessness often face spectacular downfalls. History is filled with tyrants who believed they were invincible until they weren't. So, does this mean morality is doomed to fail? Not necessarily. We need to challenge the idea that life is inherently fair. The hardest workers are not always the wealthiest, and the kindest hearts are often the most broken. This is not a flaw in the system. It is the system. Power is not handed out based on merit alone. It is seized by those who understand the game better. Nietzsche didn't advocate abandoning morality or being ruthless for cruelty's sake. He pointed to the Übermensch, an individual who transcends morality and limitations. The Übermensch shapes their own destiny, creating their own values and power without relying on societal norms. They don't seek power over others, but mastery over themselves. To succeed in a world that rewards ruthlessness, we must understand power, not as something to fear, but something to master. The Übermensch blends strength with integrity, strategic thinking with authenticity. They don't wait for permission to lead, they create opportunities. So, can you succeed in a world that rewards the ruthless? Yes, but only if you stop playing by the old rules. Master power on your own terms without abandoning your principles. Power, when used wisely, can lead to greatness. When used selfishly, it reveals the darker side of human nature. Nietzsche's challenge is to rethink power, not as something to fear, but to master. True power comes from within, self-generated, independent, and unshackled from societal illusions. The Übermensch creates, not just takes. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Peace.